A child does not always have the words to explain what depression feels like. Depression in children does not always look the way people expect. It can show up in quiet changes: a child pulling away, sleeping differently, losing interest in things they used to enjoy, struggling in school, eating more or less than usual, seeming constantly tired, frustrated, or disconnected. Sometimes the signs are subtle, and what may look like attitude, anger, or laziness may actually be a child trying to carry feelings they do not yet know how to explain. And too often, adults miss it because they are looking for depression to sound like an adult explanation. Children do not always have the language to say, "I'm depressed." Their pain may come out in smaller, quieter phrases like, "I'm tired," "I don't want to go," or "nothing matters." Other times, the words disappear altogether and the signs show up through isolation, mood changes, irritability, emotional outbursts, or a distance that makes them harder to reach. This is why adults have to listen beyond the surface. Sometimes the words a child uses are the only doorway into what they're really feeling. This is why National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day matters. This day is about paying closer attention to what children may not know how to say. By increasing awareness around depression in children and reminding parents, families, teachers, coaches, caregivers, and communities that early detection can make a real difference. Children need to know that their feelings are not too big, inconvenient, or difficult for the adults around them to handle. They need room to be honest without immediately being corrected, dismissed, or told they have nothing to be sad about. Because depression does not wait until adulthood to show up. A child's struggle does not always mean they are unloved or uncared for. They can come from a good home, have people around them, and still feel emotionally overwhelmed in ways they do not understand. Oftentimes, laughing with others and still feel heavy when they are alone, while being surrounded by support and still feel isolated inside their own thoughts. This is why we have to stop assuming that a child is okay just because their life looks stable from the outside. This is the part we have to take seriously. When a child begins to change, we should be curious before we become frustrated. Instead of only asking, "Why are you acting like this?" we may need to ask, "What is this behavior trying to tell me?" Because behavior is communication. Attitude is pain with no safe place to go. The child who seems difficult is actually a child who does not know how to ask for help. Early intervention matters because support gives a child language for what they may not understand yet. The sooner they receive help, they can begin recognizing their emotions, building healthy coping skills, and learning how to express what is happening inside them. Most importantly, they can understand that needing support does not mean something is wrong with them. It means they are human, and they deserve care before the weight becomes too heavy. And most importantly, they can learn that they do not have to suffer quietly. This message is for every adult who has a child in their life. Pay attention to the changes. Listen beyond the first answer. Create the kind of environment where a child can tell the truth without fearing punishment for being honest. Let them know they are safe to speak, even when what they are feeling is messy, confusing, or hard to explain. If you are a child, teenager, or young person watching this, please understand that struggling does not make you bad, broken, or difficult to love. Having emotions can be confusing, especially when you do not know how to explain what is happening inside you. But you should not have to figure it all out alone. Talk to a trusted adult. Tell a parent, teacher, counselor, coach, family member, or someone safe with what has been going on. Your feelings matter, and you deserve support from someone who will take you seriously. Through the Voice Within platform, my mission is to encourage people to speak honestly about things they carry, and that includes creating more compassion around children's mental health. My goal as a personal life coach and a motivational speaker, I want families and individuals to understand that conversations can open doors. But when it comes to children experiencing depression or serious mental health concerns, professional support is extremely important. So I want to be responsible with this message. If you are concerned about your child's mental health, reach out to a pediatrician, school counselor, licensed therapist, or mental health professional who can help guide the next steps. But as a community, we all have a role to play. As adults, we have to become more careful with the way we respond to a child's emotions. When their feelings make us uncomfortable, dismissal cannot be the answer. Children are not too young to experience depression, and their pain should not be brushed aside as a phase when it may be a sign that something deeper needs attention. Taking them seriously does not mean we overreact. It means we care enough to look closer. Today, let this be a reminder to check in with the children in your life with patience. Ask questions that give them room to answer. Watch for changes that may be easy to explain away. Be present enough for them to feel that their truth has somewhere safe to go. Early detection can change the direction of a child's life. A conversation can reveal what silence has been hiding, and the right support at any given time can help a child begin to heal before the weight becomes too much for them to carry alone.